Welcome back, everybody, to The Legend of Zelda.
Aw, yeah, look at that time. It's gonna be a fun short time.
Yes.
I don't know.
Out of the 5 parts of this playthrough, this one is the shortest. Okay, so before we go into dungeon number 5, we're gonna pick up a couple more container hearts. The other 2 container hearts that are in the overworld. And what that's gonna do, and that's gonna take us to 12 hearts, which is the requirement to get the level 3 sword.
The white sword.
The white magical sword, yes. So, we'll do that, and, we'll go into Dungeon 5, and we'll have a happy little time.
Aw, yeah.
And I try to figure out where the hell I'm going.
It's kind of easy to get lost in this game.
Copy-paste!
Yeah.
I mean, not as bad of a blatant copy-paste as, say, the original Metroid.
Yeah.
But it suffers from it, because, space limitations.
Yeah.
On the final frontier. So basically, we're pretty much going as much to the east as you possibly can. And I'm gonna buy some bombs after getting some getting the arrow. The arrow, although I won't really need it all that much, there is one boss, I believe it's the level 6 boss, that will justify my purchase of the arrow. Instead of just waiting on the arrow until I need it and it's given to me in the final dungeon of the game.
Ah. That was great spawning.
Yes. I know how to spawn my shits. Okay. So now we're up to a capacity of 12 hearts.
Aw, yeah.
We have all 5. Also, that was good spawning. We now have all 5 of the container hearts that can be found in the overworld. And these Octoroks are destroying my shits.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I got myself that blue ring. That over-preparing for the first dungeon. It's paying off.
You gotta juke and jive, man. Juke and jive.
Stick a move! Stick a move!
Speaking of which, how about that there, punch you out?
Punch you out? What?
The theoretical, punch-out game for the Wii U.
You wish.
I just think that's a great title.
Punch you out.
I mean, it's not like Nintendo doesn't have a history of including the system tag whatever in the name of whatever games they're doing.
Going back to the Nintendo 64.
Going back to the Super Nintendo.
Well, NES games had the word super in it.
Yeah, but the Super Nintendo seems like every game had to have super in it.
I can name, 5 games that didn't have the word super in it on the Super NES. Animaniacs.
I guess.
Give me some time. Wario's Woods, which was released on both Super NES and NES, so I don't know if that really counts, but I'm gonna count it because fuck it.
It supports your argument.
Yes. Super Game Boy. Shit! Damn it, I ruined the streak. Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Kirby. Kirby's Dream Land 3.
Okay.
I almost said Kirby Superstar, and I'm like, wait, shit.
That one would not help your case.
Mortal Kombat.
Fair enough.
That was 5.
All right.
Bitch.
But that still doesn't stand in the face of Super Metroid and
Super Metroid.
yeah, several others that I'm too
The
lazy
Legend
to...
of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh.
It's a Super Nintendo game that doesn't have the word super in it, bitch!
You got me. But, to be fair, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time
Earthbound,
is not
motherfucker!
Earthbound, yeah, that's a good one. Oh man, I need to finish playing that.
As in, you gotta mooch off of your coworkers.
That's pretty much how I get all my gaming done now. I just mooch off whomever I can. Sploosh!
Kaboom!
Sploosh! The best part of
that is the best
Wind
minigame
Waker.
in fucking Wind Waker.
Oh man.
Yay, I figured out a very archaic puzzle.
Yeah, how were you expected to figure that out?
Yeah, you're in this cross section, and it's like, well, it just keeps repeating. What the fuck? And this isn't like Super Mario Brothers, where it had a couple of castle levels where if you didn't take the correct pathway, it would just repeat. Because in Super Mario Brothers, there were only a set number of pathways and a number of different possibilities. Here, it's the same thing, but you have to get the directions right 4 consecutive times. You have to go down, left, up, left. I think. Or is it up, left, down, left? I don't fucking remember. I wasn't paying attention.
It really doesn't matter.
No. Because you can get a fucking map online now just by searching for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it has all the details of how to get to all your shits.
Just got that little middle spot of the Triforce left.
Yep.
Oh man. The White Sword just tears shit up.
Yep, it is 3 times stronger than the wooden sword, I believe. Or maybe it's 4 times, I don't know. It is the best sword weapon in the game.
Yeah.
I could say that with certainty. So now that we're done figuring out our shits for our white magical sword, now we gotta figure out our shits to get to Dungeon 5.
Ah, yes. I don't think I actually made it to Dungeon 5.
Dungeon 5 is also another one of those how were you supposed to figure out how the fuck to get there situations.
And I mean, I know this was a different era where if you couldn't figure out, you just had to keep trying because there really wasn't anything else to play.
That was your whole weekend,
Yeah.
to quote AVGN. Have I mentioned how these Octoroks are really messing with my shits?
Too OP, they need a nerf.
Nerf, please.
These damn Octorok strats are tearing up the metagame.
What is this? Yugi Man's?
Yugi Man's or any fighting game or...
Right. What the hell is written on this letter that's like, hey, you can buy potions now?
It's a doctor. It's a doctor's prescription.
Didn't we, like, compare it to, like, a Hyrule version of Breaking Bad in the last part?
Oh my god, that would be an awesome thing. Oh.
See, I never watched Breaking Bad, which is kind of odd when you consider I live in Iowa. Which, if you know anything about Iowa, it's a certain capital of the world.
Oh, yeah, meth.
Yes. Okay, here's the thing where it's like, how are you supposed to figure out how to get to Dungeon 5? You get to this screen, and you have to go up 4 times. And the little map piece of shit on the top left corner of the screen, whatever, is like, I ain't gonna tell you shit.
Yeah.
Your dot is not moving. But here we are in Dungeon 5.
If I remember correctly, these enemies with the Super Famicom, or not the Super Famicom, just the Famicom.
Regular old Famicom.
Yeah. It had a microphone thing that you could, like, use to defeat them. Because they don't like loud noises.
Nintendo was doing some weird shit, even in 1986.
And I don't think the NES actually got that peripheral, but they translated the hint.
Yes. That is still in the manual.
So, the more you know.
Light this piece of shit up. You've been keeping an eye on my key count?
Oh, man. It's a lot of keys.
I should drink a lot more shits. I had to edit the fuck out of your particular commentary tracks because of all the shits.
All the can popping?
All the can popping, all the God knows what the fuck you were even doing.
No, just leave it in, it'll be funny.
Oh god, Blue Dark Nuts. I was gonna talk about how I probably didn't get everything out of the first 2 parts, and then Blue Dark Nuts showed up, and I'm just like, oh.
You got the nightmares.
Thank God for the level 3 sword.
Yeah.
Taking these bitches down in 2 hits.
Alright, now do it a 3-heart run with the wooden sword.
Fuck you. And also, the wooden sword would be a given in a 3-heart run.
True. This is true.
And now we're introducing dungeons with stairways that take you to other parts of the dungeon.
Oh, nice.
This will become your worst nightmare in the final dungeon of the game.
Because you can get lost so easy.
You will see what I mean when we get there. Trust me, we will get there.
Watch as we don't record another part for a year.
Shut up.
Man, it's Ocarina of Time all over again.
Like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga all over again. That has surpassed Ocarina of Time.
As your longest hiatus?
Is in terms of what the fuck was I doing? And now we get ourselves the flute. Which is mandatory if you kind of want to beat the dungeon. More on that later. These extra keys they sure are coming in handy.
Yeah.
And the game's just giving me more keys.
It's like, hey, you spent a key, here's a key. Full of keys.
Shut up. And here's why I was going around getting some rupees. Yoink! So now I can carry 12 bombs.
Ooh.
So there's one of those guys here in level 5, and there's another one in level 7. I won't be getting the one in level 7 because 16 bombs is frankly excessive in this game.
It's not like Twilight Princess where you're gonna need all 4 bomb bags full of bombs.
And all the different shits. Fuck you guys.
See you later, fuckers.
Or some bullshit.
Because why bother in coming up with our own commentary when we can just copy Two Best Friends play?
Why bother coming up with your own ideas when you can just mooch off of everybody you know?
Well, we are doing an LP. You can't really give us points for originality.
Look at me run into my own fire. I know how to play the video game. Dodongos, I really don't feel like dealing with you today.
After the last time, no, screw that. I'd rather fight slimes.
Yes. At least slimes I can easily kill in one hit.
Yeah. Ooh, money.
Yeah, we'll need it. Trust me.
This is one of the few Zelda games where money actually, like, is important.
Mm-hmm. And not just because money is your arrows. That is not the only reason. As we've clearly demonstrated. That back there was just like, okay, what door do I go in? Shit. Oh, regular dark nuts? Pfft.
I don't know about you, but this dungeon theme is making me a bit sleepy.
Well, I did warn you. A little repetitive. Be prepared to hear this dungeon theme 3 more times. Because seriously.
Man.
At least they change it up for the final dungeon thing.
Yeah. Back when games didn't have epic.
I think I mentioned at the very beginning of this playthrough, there's like 5 music tracks in the entire game.
But of course, most of the game is taken up with the game.
The video game. Alright, get the flute ready. And here's Dig Dogger. So, you play your flute to make it lose its confidence, and then 2 hits with the level 3 sword and it's dead.
Really?
And that'll wrap things up for this part. We'll see you all in part number 4.